Hey, I appreciate you clicking on this video. Like, subscribe, hit all the buttons down at the bottom. Go ahead and share it with somebody. That helps the algorithm a ton, helps me a ton. Check out the eBay store. A lot of cool stuff on there. We're getting very close to hunting season, and there's a lot of cool stuff on there for deer hunters and duck hunters alike. The other thing, check out the Patreon. That'll be linked below. Go check it out. We're doing giveaways. We're giving away cell cameras. We're going to do, not hunts, but we're going to do like shooting with me at Shot 3D or TAC next year, and we'll make a video. There'll be a lot of cool stuff, a lot of giveaways, podcast type stuff coming up. You definitely want to be a part of the Patreon. Don't miss out on anything over there. Appreciate you. Watch this video. You're going to love it. All right, so it is a rainy day here in Arkansas, and I figured this is as good a day as any as doing a unboxing and kind of testing, kind of review stuff. We haven't done as much of that stuff recently as we've done in the past. We're just busy with bow tuning and bow shooting and Shot 3D and stuff like that. But we got some time here in the summer to kind of start reviewing and testing some stuff that you might use this upcoming deer season. So if you're like me, you've kind of found that, especially in the rut, coming back to the truck and having a warm meal, a hot meal, or a hot cup of coffee is crucial. Even on duck hunts, I bring like these types of meals, whether they're Mountain House or Peak or any of the other ones. There's some breakfast ones. They're easy to make out in the duck blind or back at the tailgate of the truck or the side-by-side while you're out hunting, while you're having long hunts or all-day hunts or whatever. Even making a fresh cup of coffee makes the duck hunt go way better. So, that's what we're unboxing today. First and foremost, this is from Blue Flame. Okay, if you hadn't checked them out, I will provide the links below, the Amazon links, so you definitely want to check those out. But it is a portable stove and fuel system. It looks like it's one of those that kind of has everything you want in one package at a very affordable price. So I keep one of these in my truck. I also keep one in my side-by-side. I love these types of things. I'm a big believer in having these things in your hunting arsenal, in your camping arsenal. So this pot is huge, which is cool. It has the padded area around here to keep it insulated, so you shouldn't burn yourself on it. It is removable, it looks like, if you wanted to remove it. Very cool. The handle folds down flat, so you can pack it easier. Awesome. Oh, and there's stuff in there. We've got a stand in here, looks like for our stove. Okay, yeah, so that just snaps on there and it fits really good. That's better than the other ones that I've used in the past. The way that works is like some of them in the past I've used, you've got to like have two straight out and then one of them you flip it over and it kind of locks in. This one just snaps on. So like you've got all these extended, you just put it in the grooves, then you just make sure that snaps on and it fits perfect. So if you're putting that out again on your tailgate or a duck blind or something, you're gonna have good support there. Inside here, it looks like we've got our burner part of this. And what's really cool about all of this, we've got our lid here. What I like about this system from Blue Flame, the Hot Devil, is all this stuff fits inside here. So when you're going to camp or you're going to deer hunt or duck hunt, this whole thing can just fit in your bag and carry out, and you've got your fuel, you've got your burner, you've got the pot that you're going to heat the water up, all of it in one, all self-contained. I could even put this in there, it came from there, but it just didn't fold up and make it in there. But all of that can go into one and be stored away nice and neat. I keep these things in my deck system of my truck, so I've got that easily accessible. So today, we're going to fire this bad boy up, see how hot it gets, see how long it takes us to boil some water, and then we are going to see if we can make some coffee real quick. Always nice to have a little afternoon pick-me-up. So their little stove that comes with them, Hot Devil. Screw that on. So One thing about this that is better than some other ones I've seen is it comes with an igniter. A lot of them don't come with an igniter. A lot of them, you got to bring a stick lighter or something like that, which is an absolute pain and annoys the crap out of me that they would make these without an igniter. That's one more thing you got to remember to bring out, and nobody, you know, that's the last thing on your mind. So I think it's awesome that this one has an igniter with it. So I guess I could hold it up. Boom. Perfect. Nice, pretty blue flame. Awesome. Yeah, that was quick and easy. Obviously, hold it straight up next time. So this thing fits in here. And here's another thing that makes this system better than some other systems I've used. This looks like it locks into that. So the burner itself engages into this, so you don't have to worry about it falling over and spilling. So when you're boiling your water, you don't have to constantly worry about this. We went to Yellowstone. I took one of these types of systems. It wasn't this system, but I had to constantly like balance the pot on the burner so that it didn't fall over and burn somebody. This, having that system, is awesome. It looks like it's just that simple to disengage it as well. So very, very cool. It has the liters on the inside. So you know how many liters you're going to have when you're measuring it out and putting it in there. So like I said, we're going to pour some water in, get this bad boy up and running. All right, so we're just going to take a bottle of water here. I'll put the whole bottle in. Don't necessarily need to, but 17 ounces is what that bottle is. So we'll fire it up. Wow, that was very quick lighting. Fire it up, crank it up. Put our cap on. So we're boiling. That didn't take long at all. Super fast. I'm gonna go ahead and choke this off. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna pour this boiling water over this, through this filter here and you could actually pour it. Gosh, that sucker gets hot. Boy, that bull's quick. All right, so we're just gonna disengage it from the burner itself. And we're going to slowly pour it over this coffee filter system. I don't know what this is. It's something I found on Amazon, but it is cool that you can just heat water, slowly pour it over the grains to this filter, and get a hot cup of coffee. You got to pour it slow is the only negative. But this stove heats super fast. Like, there is no waiting around, and you can actually pour it with the lid on, which is pretty cool. You have a mouthpiece there. You could drain this into this without taking the lid off, which is what I probably should have done, but it's working nonetheless. All right, so while we're letting this cool down, I've got everything packed back up and back in this small container. They do have a bag for you too. Probably worth using the bag. Just if you're gonna have it, like I'm gonna have it in the deck drawer system on my truck. Really cool to be able to have that in a bag and it stays clean. Let me give you some examples of some cheaper versions, or maybe not cheaper, but just not as good versions. And some of these are bought at local stores around here. So this one spins out and you're supposed to set your stuff on there. Well, these little things don't stay. They move constantly. They don't lock in or anything. And so what you get is this flimsy floppy thing, and this thing's broke a few times. I've got another one of those somewhere where it broke over and this red piece separated, and so now these don't line up at all, but they're very flimsy. And you can buy this at a local store here in probably your local town. And then you put these on here and you hope that they, you know, stay stable enough. And so you don't have the protective on the outside. You can't fit everything down in there. Like your fuel system can't fit down in this one. It's much smaller. It doesn't have the measurements on the inside. It's just got some things that aren't as good. And for the same price, you could get this this Hot Devil here from Blue Flame, no problem. So I have a lot of these types of things, and this one, for the price, for the money, seems like it's going to be a great one. Go check it out on Amazon. I've got the link down below. I'm telling you, when it gets cold, and in September, October, November, December, it's coming, you're going to want a warm meal, warm cup of coffee, something to warm your bones back up so you can go sit back in the tree or go get back in that duck blind. And this one right here is a good one. It gets my stamp of approval. Go check it out on the Amazon link below. Appreciate you watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Stick around. There'll be more to come. Could maybe use some pepper, like a little more pepper to it, but flavor's not bad, warm. I'm sitting here cooking on the bed of my tailgate, and a doe walks through here while I'm cooking. Crazy.